I'm sure the first thing that you thought of when you woke up this morning was, what does Jennifer Aniston think about me, right? Like, I'm sure that was the first thing that came to your mind. Well, Jennifer Aniston is here to tell you exactly what she thinks about you, what she thinks about other celebrities in Hollywood, and what she thinks about, well, let's just say that she's very upset with some of the things that are currently happening in the culture. And we're going to be getting into all of this because Jennifer Aniston decided to go on this insane meltdown tirade, and we're going to be taking a look at all of that in this article here. Jennifer Aniston slams celebrities like Paris Hilton, Monica Lewinsky, people becoming famous for basically doing nothing, which is hilarious coming from Jennifer Aniston because that's basically what she did. After Friends star Jennifer Aniston dissed celebrities such as Paris Hilton and Monica Lewinsky for becoming famous because of sexual escapades, fans belittled her comments, pointing out that Aniston's path to fame was aided by the nepotism from famous parents. Exactly. And of course, Jennifer Aniston is facing an insane amount of backlash right now over these comments that she made. So let's go ahead and get into this because some of the stuff that she says here is pretty crazy, okay? So let's go ahead and see what she has to say here. Aniston, 53, made her comments in an interview with Pam and Tommy. With Pam and Tommy star Sebastian Stan as part of the Actors on Actors interviews for Variety. Commenting on the 1990s, Aniston called them the time when the internet really shaped a new culture about people becoming famous. This thing of people becoming famous for basically doing nothing. I mean, Paris Hilton, Monica Lewinsky, all those. And it's hilarious to me that all of these weird, dinosaur media type of people, these legacy media people, are always so upset about the internet. They're so upset that people like me have gotten famous from the internet, from people, shockingly enough, supporting me and liking my content. How dare people like my content, right? Like, it's just crazy. And so there's all these people that are so upset about that, especially coming from the media. Like, the media hates places like YouTube. They hate places where, content creators are way more successful than they ever were, are getting more views than they ever were on platforms such as YouTube. They absolutely despise that. So Jennifer Aniston continued and said, I always say I feel lucky that we got a little taste of the industry before it became what it is today, which is just different. More streaming services, more people. She said, you're famous from TikTok. You're famous from YouTube. You're famous from Instagram. It's sort of like it's diluting our actor's job. And she is very, very upset about that, everyone. She is very upset that her actor's job is being diluted right now because of people like me. Because of people like, my friends, Jeremy Griggs, Ryan Kinnell, all these different people, Ripa, all these different people are apparently diluting Jennifer Aniston's job, and she is not happy about it. Jennifer Aniston's parents were both millionaire actors embedded in the film industry. Their connections allowed for Aniston to have the career that she has. Not trying to minimize what she did in her career, but I actually think some of this move away from industry elite is good, and I completely agree with that comment. And of course, I just want to point this out, okay? This is a huge shout out for Epicverse, which is the studio that I founded, that I am totally just, fully committed to in every way possible, and I'm very excited for what we are doing with Epicverse. And one of the things that we're going to be doing with Epicverse is completely moving away from the Hollywood formula, okay? And this is kind of a secret little tidbit here about Epicverse that I'm going to give you, so you can feel privileged by knowing this information before anyone else does out there. So one of the things with Epicverse that we're going to be doing that's going to be breaking the Hollywood formula is we're going to be actually working with influencers and YouTubers and Instagrammers and TikTokers. We're going to be working with those types of people on a lot of our projects as far as talent goes and everything else, because we see the value in that. We actually embrace it, okay? We're not going to be looking to dinosaur media anymore. We're not going to be looking to any of those things when it comes to what we are going to be creating with Epicverse. We are going to be embracing the times and loving the fact that everyone has a chance to express themselves on social media and everything else, and they aren't bound to the insane agenda that Hollywood is continuing to push. So make sure you go follow Epicverse over on Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel as well, and you can keep up to date on everything that we're doing with all of that. I'd appreciate that a lot. Let me know what you think about what Jennifer Aniston has to say here in the comments below. She completely destroyed over this, and rightfully so, because these are some pretty crazy comments coming from Jennifer Aniston, who is very, very upset about people like me diluting her actor's job. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon. Bye.